On EA Sports. Win number 5 on the season. It's the Vikings to Soldier Field, standing by for the call.
In 1924, but renovated in 2002. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week. But all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Deep drop, and he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Over the middle here to Rudolph. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
To throw is Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. This will be fielded at the 17. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Ah, yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
Again, it's Howard. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Ten yards still left on second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Bortles. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And out now come the Vikings. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Bridgewater on first down. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong, complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Minnesota first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't get to throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they'll go on the ground. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Bridgewater now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's go. 180.
Second down. Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased if they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Offense. Still first down.
Throwing now is Bortles. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Muscles him off. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Bears are going to get a first.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eli Harold in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Green, 90.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he finds McDonald. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense, so you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time to throw. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Vikings a 1st down.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league. And we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. They come up in an offset eye. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. 14 yards that time for number 14.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A second down throw for Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Defense. Penalties declined.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Bridgewater. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Heavy. 2J. Let's go. Way 90.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Rolling to his right. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Way 90.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And great special teams work here. This is knocking. Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team, we're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's go. Way 90.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Bridgewater on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lawrence Virgil able to drop him for a loss of 4. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
They come out here in the eye. Second down, Bridgewater. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? Well, after last week, where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Maybe they give him another shot. We'll see.
Well, I would think so. I think he's built up that type of equity, but the guys on the other side.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. I have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on 3rd down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here comes the Bears defense now back out onto the field. Forced the fumble last time, up on the scoreboard, things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession. They're going to try and do it again.
So let me ask you, can you be playing free and that can be good, or it can also become bad, right?
I like the way you put it. You're exactly right. It can work both ways. Sometimes you get too loose and give up big plays and not handle your responsibilities. But oftentimes when you're playing free and easy and locked in, as they are today, you see the end result.
Let's go. 180.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
So now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They come out here in the eye. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go. Way 90.
Bridgewater again. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw, Bridgewater. And he fires one, but incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Frank's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's got time in the pocket. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Anthony Barr in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. We focus our attention on the Bears defense now. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone, and when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden,
no matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. 17 yards on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up. 2
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd and long. It's Bortles surveying the field. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And taken right at the 35. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Here comes the Bears defense now back onto the field. And they forced 4 turnovers now in that last possession, most recently the interception.
I'd love to be in charge of their highlight video at the end of the season, though, because this game, you could cut it into one sequence, take away, take away, take away, take away, and everyone goes home happy.
Flush to his right, and he's got room. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down Vikings.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Vikings a 1st down. Red zone opportunity.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Sua Cravens coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Shift together here from the D-line. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Time for a break. He's been terrific so far. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Taking it about the 36. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making it.
Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They go with Howard again. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They come out here in the eye. And Charles, I think...